Homies, welcome back, Worm Gang. Today I'm gonna bring you my second place 3-1 deck profile. I lost to Tenpai for the winning mat yesterday and for the Rarity Collection 2 mat. So that sucks. Didn't get the mat, but I got a cool little Bakura deck box. So I'm happy with that. I mean, I needed a new one. Anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the deck profile. Try to go over everything as extensively as I can, and then the matchups. So let's do that. Start off with the main deck, extra, and then side. So starting off, we have 3 of the best card, Zephra. If you don't know what this card does, this card is the next thing that is the best thing after Electromite. So what it does is after activation, you can go ahead and activate its effect to send one face-up Zephra monster face-up to your extra deck, and then it'll copy its level until the end of the turn, so it'll be able to modify itself from 1 to 7. So that's pretty dope. And that's all it does. Other than that, we have the shining star of the deck, Zephra New, Secret of the Zing. This card is important because so many factors. It's level 6 to synchro with Jap 2, or any of the level 4s, like Ecclesia or SWORDSOUL token. It searches your counter traps or your rotas on pendulum summon or destruction by battle or card effect wherever it's destroyed. So even in your face up extra or under shifter, it can search when it's destroyed and banished. You reveal it for Moyi, you can banish it for Taye, you can discard it for Longyon, and you can search it off Emergence and Circle. And Chicha will do that, so that's pretty cool. Other than that, here's your low scale, Zephroxy. What this card does is it's your low scale, allowing you to pendulum summon the other guy. And on top of that, it's a worm that you can reveal, discard, banish as well. It's earth as well for some spice I'll be showing you guys in a little bit. And on pendulum summon, chain blocks the search for your trap cards because it makes the other one a tuner. So pretty good. That's it for the Zephra cards that are monsters. Next we have 3 Oracle, Zephra Providence. Sorry about that. This card is essentially Rhoda, but this actually searches spell, trap, or monster as well. Anything that is Zephra in the archetype. And then afterwards, if it's in the graveyard, after the turn it's sent there. If any of your face-up Zephra cards are to be destroyed, you can banish this, and it does not start a chain link. It doesn't activate, so it just banishes. It's pretty cool. 3 Oracle of Zephra for consistency as well. 3/3 of everything. This is a Rhoda. This actually is just for monsters, and if you synchro with a Zephra monster, you're allowed to stack any monster you want on the top of your deck. Afterwards, if you have a Sinister face-up and you synchro again, you can just draw that card. So that's pretty cool. You can grab, Protos, and the spicy card that I added to the list, which helped me a lot yesterday. Last for the Zephra back row, we have 1 Zephra Divine Strike, which is an Omni Negate, and it's dope because you just banish the card from your face-up extra. There's like no way to really play around this, you know what I mean? You have to play into it. It's pretty cool. And then here's a small Yang Zing package. We play 1 Suwani. Fire the Yang Zing because this is needed for the Chao Feng Fire Light Lock on 5th summon with the Super Heavy engine. On top of that, it's a 19 beater, which works really cool with Skill Drain, which I main deck. And it's fire, so you can go ahead and trigger with Protos to stop your opponent from summoning any fires, and then special summoning any fires. And then on destruction, you can special summon any other Yang Zing from your deck. So they float the main deck Yang Zings, so that's pretty cool. The other one I play is Jiao 2 Darkness of the Yang Zing because it's a level 2 tuner. And usually after I synchro with Danglong and Suwani into Chao Feng, I float into this. And afterwards, if you have Oracle or Zephra New itself, or Providence, or Zephra, you pendulum summon that out, search a trap. Then with this and that level 6, you can synchro into Chichao, and then go into Emergence, and then into Protos. So it's pretty nasty. That automatically is Chao Fang, Chi Chao, and Protos with Counter Trap. So it's pretty dope. That's my linear combo line. And 1/9 pillars because it's live and searchable off Danglong. And my pendulum card, the level 6, is Zephra new. So that's pretty cool. That's it for the Zephra and Zing package. Moving on to Super Heavy Engine, which is not much to explain. These are just standard 3/3/1/1 because one card combos into the Chao Fang 5th summon is insane, preventing your opponent from activating any light or fire effects for the rest of the duel from hand, field, or grave. It's pretty dope. You need that. In order to play this format versus the meta decks, I feel like we have to have our own 1-card, 2-card combos that are insane as well. And this really is rewarding, especially since I main deck Shifter as well. So I can still full combo under the Shifter and just lock them out all around. Next, I play a very small SWORDSOUL package because this is a pendulum build. Not so much a SWORDSOUL build. These cards are mainly extenders and engine consistency cards. So 3 Ecclesia, 3 Moi, 1 Taie, 1 Long Yuan, and the Spell and Trap. Ecclesia is nothing to explain about. It's good going first, even better going second. SWORDSOUL Moi, he's the important one because he allows you to go ahead plus cards and chain block Chi-Chao. So I like him the most for this pendulum build, and you want to plus cards off Oracle, off Wrath, off Moi, off Chi-Chao, and really overwhelm your opponent in card advantage on top of having your negates and stuff. I play 1 Long Yuan because it's a pendulum build like I'm explaining. You don't want to really be discarding all your good worms if they're scales as well. And I main deck Shifter, so I don't want to be discarding shit I can't grab back unless I have to add Horror that, And same goes for Tai's explanation. You only need 1. I don't need 2. It's a pen build. Emergence is godly. Allows me to search any worm once I make Chi-Chao. So I go for Protos, I go for high scale, I go for low scale, and then the spice that I'll show right now. And 1 blackout, which is pretty dope. Moving on to the Tenyi package, I played 3 Ashina. The God card, it's worth being locked into worms just because this card's insane. 2 Vishuddha. Sometimes I feel like cutting 1, but honestly, I don't ever really want to. It's too good. 1 Shatana, obviously needed because this plus this or at Hara is 1 card or 2 card Danglong without normal summon, so you can still do everything without the super heavy engine. You just need these 2. So I like that a lot. And 2 Dragon Circle to go ahead and dodge imperms and veilers and such. And honestly, sometimes I use it just to go ahead and tribute like a pendulum monster. Normal summons Froxy, tribute this, search for another card that I need, and then I can pendulum summon that same Zephroxy back out. So it's pretty cool. It's really good. And the Protos, because it's broken and it's at 1 again, so you really want this. Anyways, this thing won me game 2 versus the Lightsworn Tear player because I drolled him and he still landed on spheres and thrust it into dimensional barrier. So that sounds pretty bad, right? Yeah, it sounds bad. And then on my turn, I normaled Moi, activated effect to go ahead and force the seals. He bounced Moi, left me with the token, so I'm right here. And I have Protos and a skill drain in hand. So since I forced out that seals, okay, I forced that out, and he shotgunned the D barrier and called Synchro. So since I revealed Emergence, afterwards I grabbed Long Yuan, discarded my Moi that was bounced back to hand, and since I had the Droll, which is wind, that was water and fire when he's on board, I needed 3 attributes so I could banish and summon Protos. And then, yeah, I just won off that. I never had to activate the skill drain. It was pretty godly. I like that. And the spice that was crazy, and I activated this versus every matchup. Shout out to my boy Jake. Hell yeah. I got these off of trading my Gold Sark and something else from my entry packs. and I ripped everybody's extra deck at least once every match. So I hit Dino's extra deck, I hit Lightsworn extra deck. He scooped before I even got to see it though. And Mikanko, I ripped Power Tool, Relinquished Anima, and Charles. And then versus Tenpai, I cracked. I took out the whatever, the Trident and one of each synchro. So that was pretty good. This card's cool. I like that. I really like that it's searchable also off Circle, off Emergence. And there's so many ways to make this live because all of your Zephras and your super heavy engines, they're all Earths. So this card also pairs well with Blackout. I actually activated that combo because it says if this card is destroyed by card effect, you can special summon one non-Earth worm-type monster from your graveyard. So I went and Blackouted 2 cards. Afterwards, this brought back Tai, and I was able to just backseat it again for game. And the spice of the list is 3-dimension shifter, 1 side frame gear gamma package, and 3 skill drain because Unga Bunga Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm a boomer and I wanted to revert back to making everything as easy as possible for us. Shifter actually doesn't allow my opponent to play Droplets, Veiler, Ogre, and Droll. So that was good, and same goes for the reasoning of the Gamma. And once Gamma actually resolves after hitting a hand trap, you can make Draco Berserker and link it away into a Monk and then do Tenyi stuff, so that was cool. Skill Drain makes the Tenyis and the Pendulums god, because the Tenyis can do their thing no matter what under Skill Drain. And Zephra knew I would turn into attack mode, Crash, because like I said earlier, on Destruction, whether it's here or here, you can search for a counter trap. So opponent's going to not be able to out skill drain and counter trap, and I'm going to be able to pendulum summon and outgrind. 26 defense and big bodies. So that's it for the main deck. Sorry about the airplane. I'm doing this deck profile out here in my backyard, and I live in San Diego next to the airport. So that's my explanation for that. And moving on to the extra deck, played 3 Monk, 1 Shaman. Nothing at all to explain right there. Danglong, OP. Every time I activated this, I won except for versus Tenpai game 1. Yeah, I just got outgrinded right there. That sucks, but it happens. 1 Yazi. I never made it actually yesterday, but it's still essential and needed no matter what, because Adhara plus Pendulum Monster or Tai itself is going to do this. So I like him. 2 Baxia. I use 1 going first, 1 going second, so I love this card. I really love that card. Draco Berserker, White Boral Sword. Ain't got nothing else to say about that. Here's my other Electromite, Chichao, Chao Feng, White VFD. That's the MVP that's carrying us, and why I really like playing this deck right now. It shines even more now. It needs another rarity, because 10 cents for a goddamn super that just got reprinted for a super. It sucks. 1 Sinister, and I played 2 Ching Yings today because unfortunately I had to sell my Chaos Angel so I could enter. In my rush to go ahead and catch the trolley, I forgot my wallet, so I opted to grab a second one of these in case I ran into Cashteria Snake Eyes, because I played those at the regional twice, and double of everything's nice. But this should be a Chaos Angel, which is able to be made off Baxia and Jiao 2, so it can blanket protect the Chao Feng, and you don't have to play into talents, which is good. And gonna go right here into the side. Side was pretty simple. I played Rivalry and Anti-Spell in case I had decided to go first, along with Zephra War, because Skill Drain plus Shifter, or Skill Drain, Shifter plus any of these was gonna lock it down, and I would just opt for even just 1 Pendulum Summon Search Counter Trap. That's why I decided Zephra War, because if I do go for 1 Pendulum Summon, search 9 pillars, and I have 2 Zephra scales face up, I will resolve the 9 pillars. The Zephra New will come up here, just on Destruction, search Zephra War, which is going to be live if you have 2 Zephra cards in your scales. And in your hand, you can activate it to pop your scales, or one of your scales, or your field spell, and snipe another card out while under the floodgates. So that was a theory on that, and it worked out well. I played 2 Ash, because branded and rogue, like runic, I don't want to get sacked by that. So I played 2 of these, and they're searchable off of Chaofeng and Pillars, because Chaofeng on Destruction will search any tuner. So it's kind of like two interrupts if they want to clear it. Same goes for the 2 Bell, because Runic sucks, and I guess Flamebirch, really. 2 Mourner, it's just another Veiler that helps me win with time, and helps me kill with Sinister. 3 Nib for the Rogue, and 3 Droll as well for the Rogue, since my main deck takes care of fire and light and dark, actually. So I'm pretty happy with the results. Things happened. Matchups were 2-0 Lightsworn Tear, 2-0 Dino Pure, 2-1 Mikanko Snake Eye, and 0-2 versus Tenpai. Game 1 was really dragged out for 25 minutes. Game 2, I got bodied by Shifter because I also opened Driver. And that's the end of that. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, you guys can go ahead and hit me up in the comments. Please go ahead, drop a sub and a like, and let me know what you guys think. Your boy's out. Gracias.